Before this episode of the Race Weekend Recap begins, I, the owner of Nice Motorsports, would like to make an announcement. Since we found out that Caden Honeycutt has signed with a different manufacturer and a different team, Tricon most likely, we have released him from our team and he'll no longer be driving the 45 truck. So after the truck race from the Glen, Bailey Curry will fill in for the 45 for the remainder of the season. But for today, I will be filling in for the 45 at the Glen. Looks like I'm going to be doing all 3 races this weekend. Well, here we have another driver who's got fired from his team, and this time being the reason that he switched manufacturers and teams for next season. He was my favorite Chevy truck driver, and now it's going to feel uncomfortable seeing him drive a Toyota. While the rest of the truck series season is going to suck for me since I don't have a favorite driver now. Well, hopefully Trigger will be able to find a different driver to root for, but for now, let's get on with the race weekend recap from the Glen. Ha! It's fitting to be Heim time again as I shall win the pole here at the Watkins Glen. Great, what a way to add insult to injury. If Heim goes on to win this race, this is not going to be a good weekend for me for the truck series. Yeah, you can say that again. Just put that kid in cup already. And for today's race at the Glen, I shall be filling in the 52 truck for Stuart Friesen in today's truck race. The green flag is out and we're going road racing here for the trucks here at the Glen. Not even one lap into the race and already I have axle issues. Truck ended up stalling on track. I'm done for today, my truck had too many issues. Ha! Heim time will take the first stage. Well, I guess I got karma for leaving my team since I had transmission issues. Dawg, come on! Well, it turns out all that smoke was from a broken fender brace. Jeez, that was quite the impact I took. What was that 33 truck thinking spinning us out like that? And I shall win the second stage. But I end up going in the sand trap at the end of the stage. Not how I wanted to celebrate my 33rd birthday as I had a flat tire and turned 5. And my fuel pickup issues continue. Spotter says he couldn't see the 19 truck next to me, so that's how I got dive bombed. What the heck? I completely missed the bus stop after my brakes failed on me. Come on! Man, that was quite the explosion I had on the back of my truck. Way to jinx me out of a good day, FS1. This is not what I wanted to happen. I'm trying to make the playoffs and yet I keep having issues. Couldn't see through all that carnage and ended up going into the tire barrier. So much for trying to get a win in the 52 truck for Stuart Friesen. Same thing as the 77. But despite all that chaos and me having the brake issues, it's Heim time again as I have won here at Watkins Glen. Please D&Q that 11 truck, NASCAR! This is just so much pain right now. I agree, after all that chaos just for us to get another Corey Heim win. This is irritating and frustrating. Just move that kid up to cup already. But anyways, let's move on from that mess and get on to the Xfinity Series race and hopefully it will be better. Well, as expected, I have won the pole here at Watkins Glen. Perhaps I could go back to back for whenever I got my first Xfinity win here. And it is I, SVG, who is back in the 9 car for Junior Motorsports for this race and is starting second next to Connor Zillage. And we are back racing on the road for the Xfinity Series here at the Glen. Having mechanical issues early for the Lizard car. 39 got into me and put me in the sand trap. I shall take the first stage. Ended up spinning out on the track after having contact with Stephen Parsons. Left front tire went flat, and I shall win the second stage. Ended up getting wrecked because of contact from behind. Yeah, I guess I just misjudged the amount of space I had between me and Connor. What the heck was that 21 doing? He just straight up hooked me into the wall. I guess he hasn't learned his lesson from what he did at Indy. I ended up losing the steering while we were under yellow. Ended up getting spun out on the restarts. But after all the mayhem and drama, I shall end up going back-to-back wins here at the Glen.
Yes! He got it! Yes! Yes!
Although during my celebration in Victory Lane, I end up having a nasty fall off of the roof of my car, so now I'll have to be taken to the hospital for further evaluation. Which means I'll probably miss out on tomorrow's Cup race and the Daytona race in 2 weeks. This has not been a great way to end the weekend for me. As happy as I am for my new favorite Xfinity driver winning at the Glen, I hope he'll be alright after that fall he took in Victory Lane. Indeed, while Connor Zillage may have won today's race, our thoughts and prayers are with him as he currently went to the hospital for further evaluation after that fall he took on his car. So let's just hope that he'll be alright, but for now, let's move on to the Cup Series race. Well, would you look at that? I guess Penske brought me some speed today because I have won the pole here at Watkins Glen. Yeah, Blady, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get it done today. The Cup Series takes the green flag and we're racing here at Watkins Glen. Let's go! I had no breaks. And despite me being out for the Cup Series race today, I want to show everybody that I am doing okay and that I am full awake and alert and that I've only suffered a broken collarbone. Currently just hanging out in the garage area right now. With the pit strategy I have, I shall take the first stage. Just got contact from the 38 because I was stuck in a situation I couldn't get around. We did end up having a yellow for debris on the track after that wreck with Josh Berry. Old whiny Gibbs wanting his first win decided to spin me out into that corner, and I shall win stage 2. Also, during race day, there was a spot in the spectator stand where I did a drop of a bowling ball from 150 feet and created the highest strike in bowling ever. Then my teammate comes along and just spins me out into the first turn. Well, it has been a calm race today, but I shall go on and redeem myself after last year by winning the gold bowling at the Glen for this year.
Yo, yo, yo! Ah!
I appreciate you featuring that video in another one of your race weekend recaps that you did, NASCAR Sonic fan. Anytime, Hendrick fan.
Yes! He got it! Yes! Yes!
Way to go, SVG, you're the man! That was a nice job for SVG getting his 4th win as a rookie and the 4th consecutive road course win for him. The first driver to do it since Chase Elliott in 2019 to 2020. And out of all the races this weekend, this one has been the calmest for the most part, so that's pretty good. Sure, it may have not been as action-packed as the other races, but it wasn't too chaotic either. Well, with all that being said, we now head to Richmond for some short track action for the Cup Series and for the Truck Series. And it is worth noting that Richmond and Daytona are the last 2 races of the regular season for the Cup Series, and the Richmond race for the Truck Series is the last regular season race for them. So let's see who could be able to point their way into the playoffs or be able to get a win and lock themselves in. And these next 2 races for the Cup Series are going to be intense. But that'll wrap up everything for this weekend recap from the Glen. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next weekend at Richmond.